We got the vibe, fun and friendly all the time. Draft and play and feel the rise. Magic moments in our eyes.
Hey everybody, Alex from SeemsGoodMagic here, and back doing a best of one Duskmourn draft. Leyline of the Void is the rare. We're not going to take that. We have Defile the Crypt, Cadaver Lab as an uncommon, Root by Survivor, and Arabella and Growing Dread as uncommons, which aren't bad. Wary Watchdog, pretty good common for Delirium, since you surveil twice and have a pretty efficient beater. Could take the Growing Dread. It's got flash, so it manifests dread at flash speed, which is actually very good. And then, you know, gives an effect for all your other manifest dread cards. Probably want to take an uncommon here. I could take Arabella. I haven't built the Arabella deck yet. I feel like we just take one of the uncommons, and if it pans out, awesome. If it doesn't, not a huge deal. For some reason, I'm feeling more of the Arabella, even though I think Growing Dread is probably a better card because you get to flash it in and it's just got more upside. But I don't know why. I'm kind of feeling plain an Arabella. So we have Orphans of the Wheat, which is more for the survival deck. Overgrown Zealot, which is a ramp fixer. Otherwise in red and white, just a fear of immobility. Not loving that. Velgavoth's Faithful is a good resurrection creature for the res deck. There's Meatlocker, Drowned Diner in blue, which is pretty good. Once again, we probably take one of the uncommons. I kind of like this Zealot. We could take the Orphans of the Wheat. It stays on color. It's a fine card. The problem is Survival is more of the green white. I'm okay taking Orphans of the Wheat. You know, I haven't played this yet. Let's give it a try. It keeps with our first pick. I'm not giving up anything ridiculously strong. Maybe Meatlocker is the strongest card in here. I do think the Faithful's pretty good, but we'll try it out. See if we can still put this together. So Veteran Survivor has good synergy with Orphans of the Wheat. Technically still synergizes with Arabella. That's true. I mean, Veteran Survivor works pretty well with Orphans of the Wheat since you can tap it. Winter. That's cool. Make them lose out on some value there. Shrewd Storyteller's pretty good. Infernal Phantom in red is good. I mean, Final Vengeance is definitely good. In red, we have Vicious Clown, which technically does synergize with Arabella. Well, I guess not especially great. Infernal Phantom, probably. I mean, Infernal Phantom's got to be the best. If I am still planning on doing the Arabella route, they do have synergy together, sort of. I mean, they do. Enough where I'm okay taking it. Betrayer's Bargain. Strong card. Unwanted Remake. I think I like the Bargain more, especially if we get Steel Creature effects. And you can sack enchantments, which is really nice. To make it just cost 2. I think it's an easy pick here. Instant speed removal that deals 5 damage and exiles. Pretty strong. Uncommon. Feel pretty good about it. Insidious Fungus and Brood Spinner. Uncommons in here. Very good cards. Yeah. Feels good. Violent Urge. Certainly playable. Combat Trick. Emerge from the Cocoon. Not quite the right deck for it. Could just take the Violent Urge. It's a cheap combat trick. It's an uncommon for a reason because giving double strike is quite good. We do have only instant creature and artifact right now, but that's not that big of a deal. I assume if we're playing red-white, we're going to want to be pretty aggressive, go wide deck. I do like Ripchain Razorcan a lot, but typically 4-drops aren't that hard to find, so we can take the Violent Urge for now. Trial of Agony. All right. I mean, this card's kind of cool, and it's cheap. That is cool. I mean, that lets you get damage into. Kind of tempted to just take the Glassworks. It's an enchantment, which is relevant for Eerie, of course. But also, the Shattered Yard can win some games in the late game, and it's sack fodder for stuff like Betrayer's Bargain. I just really like the enchantment base stuff in this format. I think it's very good. This feels pretty weak, but there's nothing ridiculously strong in here anyway, so could take the Fear of Immobility. Not looking super white right now, though, are we? Because there's Ripper. I mean, the black cards, nothing in here is super playable, so we'll just take the Fear of Immobility, which is an enchantment creature at least. So we could take Hardened Escort. Let's see, bash in. You could take Grab the Prize. Turns on Delirium, helps mitigate some flood. It is nice. Hardened Escort technically synergizes with Arabella as well. It is nice. First 3-drop creature. All right, let's give it a try. It's probably fine. All right, I'll take a Grab the Prize over the second. Fear of Immobilities for the first pack. Guess we'll cut red and take the Ripper. So we're seeing some late blue-red stuff. I mean, I could always pivot to blue-red. That's more of a rooms deck, though, with some Eerie splashed in there. I mean, currently, at least, I think all of our creatures do technically work with Arabella. Arabella is also good with Violent Urge. We'll take a Beastie over a Clown. I don't really like the Clown. I don't think it's that good. I mean, everything triggers it. I guess that's okay. It's just not a very good card. All right, just in case we do end up blue, maybe I'll take the Lighthouse. Cutting Clown might just be, oh wow, well, carved our way into red pretty effectively. All right, Dazzling Theater, Prop Room. So this kind of works well with Survival, which is nice. I really like Most Valuable Slayer a lot, though. Skin Ripper is great if you're black-red, but I think we'll take the Slayer. Be pretty happy about it. Maybe probably get the Living Phone back. But Slayer is just really good. Just lets you bash in. Works really well with Arabella, too. I feel like just having it at least have first strike and be a little bit bigger is nice, since it gets blocked fairly easily. All right, Painter Studio and Defaced Gallery. This card's really good. And actually, the Defaced Gallery still works with Arabella. I think it does, at least. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe it doesn't work the way I want it to. But otherwise, I take a Cheerleader, which is a cheap eater. I really like this card, though. This card is really good. At least the Painter Studio is nice. Some extra spells. I think it's still fine to take it. All right, well, Split Up is super good reason to be in white. I really like Hand That Feeds a lot, too. But we're definitely taking Split Up. This card is amazing. Blow up. Make some hard decisions for your opponent. Well, it's best of one, too, so they won't even play around it. Ticket Booth, Tunnel of Hate. Certainly fine. Not great. Nothing else here for us. I guess I could take Seize from Slumber. It's kind of expensive, unless you're hitting a tapped creature. I don't know. I'm going to take... I mean, it's playable removal. I guess we are a little removal light right now. It's just too expensive, I think, for what I want to do. Granted, this card's not great either. But it is an enchantment. I'll take it. I don't think I'd play either one. All right, Vengeful Possession. I guess having more sack outlets would make it better. But this card tends to just win the game, I feel like. I'm going to take it over Slayer and Living Phone. I feel like Vengeful Possession is just very good when I play it. All right, well, Pyroclasm is good, but I'm going to take Hand That Feeds. It's just a strong card in a vacuum. And we've got enough card types now where we've got artifacts, enchantments, sorceries, instants, lands. So we'll take it. Take a Jump Scare. If you're low on removal, at least getting some combat tricks is good. I mean, the problem with Pyroclasm is it wipes our board, so I don't love it. I'll take another Jump Scare. So we need to up our creature count a little bit. All right, Dazzling Theater. I don't think we want it. We'll take the Living Phone. I mean, it finds basically everything in our deck, so it's a good card to get back. Certainly fine. I'll just cut Clown. Or I could take Manor in case there's a Black Splash. Maybe that makes more sense. Well, this deck's not as crazy as I would like. But all right, well, I mean, we're picking up some late stuff that's pretty good. At least I think it is. We'll cut the clown. Living phones. All right. I mean, I don't want to play the Ripper really. Prefer to not play the Beastie either if I don't have to. Leyline of Hope. Well, we don't have the life gain, so we don't need that. All the Pyroclasms, but we don't want them. Just probably take another Slayer. Just a super worthwhile 4-drop great card. Lets you just keep pounding in there. Probably get Living Phone back. I don't know if we need the Fear of Immobility. Patch play thing. Well, we have a couple ways to manifest dread, but I think here we got to take a removal. Take the Dragonfire. Keep the beats going. Yeah, we could use some more 2-drop creatures too. But I'm never unhappy taking a Dragonfire, so that seems good. All right, another Dragonfire. Or I could take a second Bargain. Maybe second Bargain because we have the Vengeful Possession. It deals with more things too. And it exiles. I mean, this exiles too, I guess. This has a little more cost to it, but I think there's a reason that it's an uncommon and Dragonfire is a common. It deals with more things. Has more synergies. All right, Grand Entryway, Elegant Rotunda. We can kind of waiting for this because we need more cheap, valuable stuff like this. All right, we could take a Glimmerlight. It gives us another cheap creature that's also an enchantment and something to stick on there. Or we could take Terramorphic. I think, honestly, I want the Glimmerlight. Just because we're a little bit light in the early plays. Just light enough where I think I want this. Could be wrong. All right, 3 Slayers. I mean, I'm fine with that. It's a great card. Apparently nobody wants Pyroclasms, thankfully, because it's amazing against us, so. Looking pretty decent, I think. So take a look here. Ooh. Thankful for this late pickup. Great card in general. Certainly great with Arabella. Happy to take that. Good reason to be in this archetype. Now we're a little 4-drop heavy. But as I said, that's kind of expected. It's a common problem to have. Could see maybe cutting all these most valuable Slayers, huh? Well, I doubt we're playing 4 of them, but do we even have activated abilities? No, this is a triggered ability. We don't really have activated abilities. Even that's triggered. I'll just take another Slayer. That's fine. I don't know if we're playing 4 of them, but all right. 3 Living Phones. It finds everything in the deck. That can't be bad. All the Living Phones, huh? All right. Well, ended up with enough creatures. That's good. We'll take a look at our removal. Which I said, we are a little bit light in the removal. We have more combat tricks than that. Overall, I don't think this deck is disgustingly powerful, unfortunately. It's got... Getting a late Midnight Mayhem helped a lot. Having multiple, or Scorching Dragonfire, Double Bargain, plus Glassworks actually is a decent removal suite. And I guess we did get split up, which is totally playable here. Probably not going to do the jump scares then. Keep the Violent Urge maybe. Maybe we cut all 3. I'm not sure. It says 15 creatures, but this is a creature that's 16. What else is a creature? Glimmerlight, that's 17. We don't need double grab the prize probably. 4 Slayers. There's a lot of Slayers. This one I do want. Probably cut Ticket Booth, Tunnel of Hate. Don't need that. Escort. But I'd rather just have the Living Phone because we do have some Delirium in here. I don't feel great about playing Ardent Escort, but probably should cut some non-creatures. So why don't we cut the jump scares? We can grab the prizes, but Ripchain Razorkin helps mitigate flood. Painter Studio helps mitigate flood. Okay. I guess technically possession does too. I guess these are also creatures, so really we could cut a couple creatures. Could cut the escort. 5, 6, 7, 4 drops. You know, it's not ideal, but we don't have anything more expensive than that, so I think it's probably fine. It's not like Slayer's bad in multiples. Especially if you got Defaced Gallery already, yeah. And Living Phone actually helps mitigate flood too. So why don't we dump Escort, even though I think it's probably okay. I think we'll dump the grab the prizes. It's 14 creatures, but this finds every creature in the deck other than what? Razorkin, maybe? Yeah, so it's got like 13 hits. It's pretty good. Maybe we do cut the Urge. Because we got 4 Slayers. It's pretty similar unless you have Delirium. And then we need one more cut unless I want to do 16 lands. I don't think I want to do 16 lands. We have some mana sinks. Not a ton, but Razorkin is a good reason to play more. Like I said, Shattered Yard, some blood mitigation. So one more cut. Could be a creature. If it was, it's probably Glimmerlight. Okay. All right. So we have Orphans, Double Hand that feeds, Arabella. Okay. All right. Well, extra red. I agree with that. We need white early though too. I don't think this deck is incredible, but I wanted to build an Arabella deck for a while. Midnight Mayhem at least helps a lot with it. We'll see how it goes. I'm not super inspired by this deck by any stretch of the imagination, but it's got enough goods to probably snag a couple games. We'll see how it does. We'll see round 1. All right, it's a keep. Turn 2, Defaced Gallery. Turn 3, Phone. Turn 4, Slayer. Not a bad turn progression. Don't want to do the... Yeah, we want to do the Orphans instead now. Turn 3, Phone. Turn 4, Slayer. That's pretty good. No play, huh? All right. Oh. All right. So we'll go Hand that feeds plus Defaced Gallery. All right. Another one. Hmm. All right. Sweet. Most valuable Slayer, being pretty valuable. We'll see you for the next one. Yeah, it's a good keep here. We get entryway into phone, into defaced gallery, or maybe elegant rotunda instead. Better use of mana. Good hand though. All right. So here we'll just do the elegant rotunda, and the next turn we can go phone plus defaced gallery. Yeah, take a Slayer. Still stick with the same plan, I think, next turn. Sure. So if I draw another land, I don't think it changes anything. All right. Oh, why they're blocking that one? Kind of a bold attack there. We'll get in there. Sure. All right. So we have Lethal next turn with Vengeful Possession. We also have Painter Studio, so that's nice. All right. See you for the next one. This looks like a good hand. Turn 2 hand that feeds. I don't think I want to do a turn 3 Painter Studio, but if I have to, I can either Dragonfire or Gallery. So we've got Glassworks, we've got Dragonfire. Options are there. I think we'll take it. We're looking to race with this deck. I assume I'm going to Glassworks a creature if they play it and get in for 2. And that sets me up for a Dragonfire plus... Oh, just ramping. All right. Well, in that case, we're probably just going to deface Gallery then, I'm guessing. Get some extra damage in. Not the best use of mana, but I don't really want to Glassworks at 2/2. Sure. Well, we can... guess we can just Slayer. There's a good chance that this gets fought, but that's okay. We'll make them do it. I mean, we have Vengeful Possession too, so could push some heavy damage through unexpectedly. Like we have Dragonfire plus Vengeful Possession next turn. They could just play a huge guy and yeah. Now they're just hanging back. So I think the play is probably... Yeah, what is the play here, actually? I can get in with... I mean, I can just kill 2 of their dudes. Get in with both my guys, but I don't really need to. Another option is Vengeful Possession, the Fear of Exposure. Yeah, that's pretty good too, actually. I want this to be kind of a heavy damage turn, honestly. It's nice. Dragonfire the long neck. I don't think I need to. Let's just do it. And so you're going to 3 here, and they kind of have to trade. And we've got Shattered Yard too, so puts them in a bit of a sticky situation, I think. All right. So only 5 mana. So I can do the Shattered Yard and take him to 2. It's a bit tricky, actually. Almost need to make 2 plays this turn. Or we could just Glassworks the Fear of Exposure for now. Maybe that's better. Maybe the possession turn wasn't right. It's possible, because now I guess they can just make a big Manifest Dread thing. And get in for 7. Just gonna be a little bit tricky to beat. Well, no attacks. It's helpful. All these most valuable Slayers aren't really helping, though. Unfortunately, we're just too slow to win with Shattered Yard because I think they're attacking next turn. So I think the play is another most valuable Slayer. So let's say I get in with it, pump it to 5. It's still not enough to get past the Branch Snapper. But, I mean, we have 2 lethal creatures right now, which is pretty good. This has trample too, right? Yeah. And this one? No trample on that though, right? Okay, good. That is trample too, right? Okay. Oh, well, that worked out. I guess if I'm losing my guys anyway, I should probably just attack. Could have done the Painter Studio because it still doesn't really put us in a good position to win. Yeah, I'm thinking the Vengeful Possession turn was a mistake. I think maybe what just wasn't quite enough. We got him to 3, but just not quite enough. We should have waited for the bigger fatties. We assumed they should have had because of all the ramp. All right, we'll go to the next one here. Sand's fine. We can keep this. We got grand entryway into phone. Or Glassworks, I suppose. That's a good one. It's an easy trade. Let's see. Best use of mana is the Slayer. Yeah, we'll do that. Having all 4 is a bit awkward. All right. All right, looks like it's GG's. Kill that. And play this, block there. Yep, all right. See you for the next one. I don't love this hand, but we'll keep it. Hope we can draw some action. That's a tremendously strong card there. Yeah, we probably have to kill that scavenger when we can. It's a good card. All right. Well, at least I've got the synergy there, I guess. We'll leave it back. Play the Orphan. So we get to go possession on the vessel. And we get to throw it at the scavenger. Guess we can take a Slayer here. All right. So we'll go Possession, steal the vessel, discard an island. Oh, good. And we'll go land and attack with both and tap this. And I'm okay with that. And then we bargain and kill that. Sack this and get a 3/3. Or a 6/6. It's the number of counters on it. Wow. I thought it was the number of spirit or possession counters, but wow, that's pretty dang strong. Nice one. All right, so we can go Slayer plus our own grand entryway. And then we've got Glassworks. Guess we can take it. Okay, so we can Rotunda now. Maybe we just get Arabella down. I don't want them drawing cards, but we got to get past that fear of immobility, so tricky one, but I think this is how we do it. That's nice. It's a good last card to have. Let's see. They didn't use the room. Well, I see they wanted to use the Drowner now. All right, that makes sense. So we can do the Rotunda. They do have lethal on backswing. Let's see here. So let's say attack with everything. They just have to block one thing. They can block with the 1/1. Then they still smash back for lethal. So that's not going to work. So I think we get in with these two and at least threaten lethal. So let's see. They're at 4. So I guess we just attack with I mean, I can force him to block all 3. That's probably the best way to do it. Yeah. Because any of the 3 are lethal now. All right. They have to block all 3. Mm-hmm. It's pretty good. All right. Well, I think we beat a more powerful deck there, so I'm happy about that. We'll see for the next one. All right, so keep. Not quite as fast as I would have liked, but that's all right. Probably go Mayhem into Slayer, I'm guessing. All right. That'll do. Still just smashing away. All right, that makes sense. All right. Oh. All right. Well, I'm going to assume they have a combat trick. Well, I guess I could block with a couple gremlins and force them to do something. Yeah, let's make them play the trick. I think that's fine. What trick do they have? They have sorcery and land right now. To be honest, I don't know. The only one that comes to mind is +1/+0 and first strike, so I think we're gonna risk it, just because I can't think of what it is. Oh, all right, well, guess I should have predicted that, but it's not the end of the world. All right. So we can kill the friendly ghost. Dragonfire another creature. Mm-hmm. All right. Oh, well, that's nice. Let's see. Huh. It's actually a tough one. The Norin actually makes this tricky. Just play a living phone for now and leave up Betrayer's Bargain. So I guess I can sack that and kill the hand that feeds. All right. And I can't block anyway, so it's kind of irrelevant, but that's okay. So we can destroy all tapped creatures. Gosh, it's not as good as I'd like it to be, though, huh? I think we'll just do hand that feeds and living phone for now. I really want to get full value off this split up, but struggling a little bit. Bummer. Dang. Yeah. Dang. It's about as unsexy as it gets. Yeah. Kind of wanted to miss there. Ah, bummer. Well, what can you do? Yeah, that's pretty good, but unfortunately not enough. All right. Got 3 wins with this deck. That's pretty much like exactly what was expected, so can't complain about that. Yeah, I mean, it was a very, very mediocre deck, and it got 3 wins. That's basically how it happened. So, yeah, I kind of forced Arabella. I wanted to play it. Ended up with super mediocre deck. Could have definitely, I think, drafted better in hindsight, but I didn't even really get to do much with Arabella. That's kind of always the disappointing thing when you draft something with the intention of playing it and then you basically don't even get to try it out. Here I'd probably take Fear of Exposure. It's a great card. Very efficient. Could take the Centipede too, but no, I think we'd take the Fear of Exposure. All right, and here, well, I really like Grand Entryway, Elegant Rotunda. I really do like this card. You just get a lot of value. Multiple Eerie for 2 mana, plus the Elegant Rotunda. This is a very powerhouse common. I think I would take that. All right. Well, thanks for tuning in, folks. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you for the next one.